Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the Daily Endeavours for the 18th of November. Sorry, I'm probably going to be a little bit shitty. I just recorded like 40 minutes worth of shit, and I don't know, there's some more shit wrong with my microphone. I don't know what it even fucking is this time. Like, basically, sometimes when I turn on OBS, it sounds like I'm fucking talking into a cup, and you can't fucking hear me. And the only way it seems to go away is if I close OBS and open it again before I record. I just didn't fucking see it before it happened. So, I know 40 minutes doesn't sound like long, but man, when you're talking the whole time, it just fucking hell, it's just enraging. So, should be fine now. But yeah, there's always something wrong with my fucking, as soon as I sort out one issue, there's always fucking something else that comes up. But yeah, alright, so we'll go through it again. 15 seal set, pickpocket 10 items, kill 10 citizens with the Blade of Woe. This requires Dark Brotherhood. Deconstruct 10 items at a blacksmithing table, 2 workshop furnishings, and earn 1000 award medals in Battlegrounds. So I'll talk real quick about this one first. I'm not a specialist when it comes to Battlegrounds, so it's not really, I don't think it's worth explaining them. Join queue to get there. I would suggest at least doing the domination weekend, because there's like double rewards, I think, for doing them. So there'll generally be a lot of people doing them, Battlegrounds wise. Now, if you want to know how to get medals, is go to help with F1, type in medal, and go to, especially like right now with the domination weekend, it explains to you how to get medals. So these ones like here, Steady Centurion, Vigilant Defender, these are difficult to get. They require a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to Battlegrounds. So doing 1000 medals in a single Battleground, it's not something you're probably going to do, the average player is going to do. So expect this to take a while. That's why I don't really like this one, because you've got to do multiple Battlegrounds usually to get this one done. You rely on people to get through it, because you can't do a Battleground on your own. Whereas these ones here, you don't need other people to do them. As a matter of fact, the less people doing these, the better they can be. So yeah, I just prefer doing these ones. Right, I'll start with 10 items at a blacksmithing table. I think this is the quickest one to do, or at least it's the only one that's actually free, I think. So what you want to do, I suggest, is coming to either Aegis of Oriel or Bright Steel Armory in Vocal Guard. You unlock this way shrine straight away, so you can get access anytime. So I'll do Aegis of Oriel. Normally I do Bright Steel, but people have seen that to death now. So if you go into this left room here, you've got Elendari here. When she's turned around, or at least right now I can do this because she's here. Steal all the heavy armor here. This one here isn't worth anything. It's a clothing item. So anything that's void steel that you get from this stuff, or riverdite, any heavy armor that you get, just take all this shit. Just make sure she's turned around, and make sure you're not spotted when you grab this stuff. So how many items is that? So, oh yeah. So yeah, that should be enough. So what was it? Shadowhide boots. Don't want that because it's a clothing item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, that should be enough. So there's another Sabatons there, and if there's not enough stuff there, you just come back out here. There's a couple of heavy armor items here. There's another key rest here. But if there's not enough stuff here, you can go into Bright Steel Armory, and there's a bunch of blacksmithing stuff here too. And you can just get that stuff instead. So we just come in here. There's this stuff here. There's axes, swords, maces, all the stuff here. All this stuff here. So you got tons of stuff you can use. And you just need 10, right? So you don't need a lot. I went a bit overboard with my stuff, so I'll just have to sell something. Eshaba. Alright, so blacksmithing station, you get the items that you found. These ones here. So another way to do this is when you do writs, especially right now with the weekly that's just come up, you might just be able to get this stuff here and deconstruct this. So that's a way to do that. You can also embrace the old Skyrim method of just crafting some iron daggers and deconstructing those instead. You just need some iron ingots, some style materials, which you can get from the blacksmiths. There's always a blacksmith near a blacksmithing station somewhere. You just got to find them. And just those two together, you need 10 of them. So 20 iron ingots, 10 style materials, and just deconstruct those. But this is a free way to do it. This stuff here that I just picked up. So, just get all this stuff here. Deconstruct that. And we're done. Alright, so next up, it's 2 workshop furnishings. In my opinion, the easiest way to get this done is to find Melodique. You can, well, any furnisher, I think, has these, but Melodique is one of the easiest to get to. So he's here in Skywatch. Just go north from Volcal Guard. You can also find him in Canathi's Roost in Mistral here. So he's usually right here, I think. So there's 2 ways to get here. You either start with this way shrine. Some characters start with this way shrine straight away. I think if you did the Adamantine... if the Adamantine tutorial was up when you made the character, you get this way shrine. If not, just find Sugar Claws here. This boatswain takes you to Canathi's Roost. Takes you to the southern side. You just got to go to the northern side. Only takes like a minute or so, or a couple of minutes, just on mount or running through, and you'll get there. Ooh, okay. Alright, so here's Melodique. Sorry, my game just like froze for a while there. I was just confused. Okay, so Vampire, Mesmerize. So you just need to talk to this guy. I need to talk to him like this because I have Vampirism on. Go Home Goods Finisher. Look for maybe Rough Firewood Stack. This one here. This counts as a workshop item. So just buy one of these. You can buy 2 if you want to speed it up just a bit, but you don't need to. Alright, so there are some free houses you can get. If you come to Volcal Guard again, talk to Philandie de Marie here, this side here. She's got a quest for you. Just exhaust the quest exhaust the quest. Exhaust the dialogue with her, and it'll complete the quest. You get a house for free. It's like a tiny little apartment, but that size apartment's just fuck's sake. It's fine for getting enough space for that placing that item down. I'll just go to my normal house. So it depends on your alliance. So you'll get one in Oridon for Dominion, which I think is the best because you can use that to easily get to a way shrine. You've got a DC one in Daggerfall and then a EP one in Ebonheart and Stonefalls. Now you can travel to houses from anywhere. That's the strength of these things. That's why it's good to have the one in Volcal Guard, because it's right next to a way shrine. So you can travel there for free at any time. But for now, we'll just use this one. So press the housing editor button at the bottom right. In the middle of the bottom, it will say browse. You press that key. Go to workshop, rough firewood, and then the place button, and then just place it on the ground. Now, unfortunately, if it's already on the ground and you pick it up, you can't just place it again to do the endeavor. You have to pick it up, put it back in your inventory, and go through and place it again. That's the way you do that. So yeah, just keep that in mind for whenever you want to do this endeavor. And yeah, like I said, if you don't have a house yet, talk to Philandie de Marie in Volcal Guard. She is right here. Alright, so next up we've got pickpocketing. So this one, whenever these two come up, or just killing civilian, like citizens, at all, having these two together is the fucking worst, because one kind of counteracts the other. So you can't pickpocket people when they're dead, but you want to kill people for this one. So trying to do both at the same time is quite painful, because you come through here and just everybody will be fucking dead. Like this guy's dead. These people are alive, but look, straight away there's someone killing this one, so you can't pickpocket them. So I find these two to be the fucking worst when they're together, honestly. Because everybody picks the Blade of Woe option, because it's just easier. Less chance of getting spotted. But what I suggest, if you don't have access to Dark Brotherhood, I suggest using this one, and I don't suggest coming there to do this one. I think there's a way better way, not dealing with other people killing all the shit you want to kill. But pickpocketing 10 items. What I suggest is you go somewhere where nobody else is. Best places for this is, for a good example, is Bergama. Not many people use this place, so the civilians here are not usually touched. Cosenset is another one. You know, going to places like Aldrin with all the Ashlanders. Balmora might be good. You know, Austinium might be a good option, because like nobody does writs here, so people don't usually come here to kill anything. Basically anywhere that isn't like a typical area where people go to kill stuff. That's where you want to go for pickpocketing. So I'm just going to use Bergama, because I know this place a little bit well. So my suggestion for this is get a good stealth build. I'm a vampire. I have a vampire build. I'll put it in the info card. It's hella old. It's quite old now, a few months old. But I go into super detail on like how to build a vampire thing. I suggest it because if you get in trouble here, you're going to need to be able to run away. And vampirism builds are great for running away. Nightblade builds are also great for running away because you have cloak, because you can just get away at a moment's notice. But if you don't have a Nightblade, vampirism stage 4 is like the second best option. Alright, so pickpocketing is interesting. I just need to feed on this guy to get my vampirism back. Also, I just noticed there's a goat here. Yep, okay, cool. So, pickpocketing. So there's 3 ways to increase pickpocketing. When you first, if you haven't got any legerdemain up, pickpocketing is painful because you start at like 30% base on most enemies. But as you can see here, gatherers, some of them are easier than others. So gatherers are 100% at like all times, whereas if I try and pickpocket a Covenant Guard, this guy's 70% chance. So at base, I think without any extra stuff, Covenant Guards are like 20%. So it's like, yeah, you don't just want to come here and try and pickpocket cards. Try and pickpocket people that are easier to pickpocket. The way that you'll have by default is the sort of green phase. So you see the chance go green. I don't know how exactly it works, but it's simple to explain in the way that every X amount of seconds it'll be white, and then for like a couple of seconds it'll go green. So it's just like a cycle. So using that as a way to increase your pickpocketing chance is great. So you just, yeah, I'll try with a guard. It's not always perfect, but you just wait, and eventually it'll go green. It's just a matter of time. That's all. So you want to go up behind people that are on their own and wait for it to go green. It'll make the bing noise when it's green. The other method for increasing your pickpocket chance, one is to be a Khajiit. They have a passive that increases their pickpocketing chance. I think it's the flavor passive, this one. So you start with it when you get to level 5, I believe, on your character. And I think they get like 5 or 10%. And then the majority of the one that increases it is light fingers. So maximum 50% is really good. Means that most people that you pickpocket are going to be maximum chance. However, getting to legerdemain 20 takes fucking ages. It takes a million years. So you won't have this overnight if you haven't got it up much already. Methods for increasing it. Understand that legerdemain goes up by 1 for every item that you sell. Doesn't matter how much it sells for, only that is an item. Every item that doesn't matter from 1 gold to the purple ones that sell for 1500 gold, they all give you 1 legerdemain point. So just quantity over quality. Go to a place that has a bunch of provisioning items and sacks and stuff like that, and just go on a looting spree. Another great way, if you have access to Necrom, always pay for convenience of this shit. The Outlaw's Refuge for Necrom, it leads you to the Necrom Underway, and the Necrom Underway has a ton of urns you can loot, and the way you do it is you loot the urns, you go back in, sell it to a fence, go back out, and the urns reset. So it's a really good way to do that. Understand that if you go into Outlaw's Refuges, it counts as leaving the zone, and when you come back out from the Outlaw's Refuge, all the stuff will reset. It's a really good way to reset everything in the zone. Alright, so let me continue. So if you pickpocket the same person multiple times, the chance will reduce. So you're incentivized to pickpocket different people, but if your pickpocketing chance is high enough, or if your pickpocket capabilities is boosted enough, you can pickpocket from the same person multiple times. But yeah, it's just good to find different people and wait for it to go green. So go ding and pickpocket. Ding. Not these people. This guy here might be able to pickpocket. Yeah. Ding. Getting there. Now, you can come into the indoor areas and pickpocket. However, if you're a cloak or a night vampire build, you can. But if you don't have a means to go invisible, I do not suggest using this place to do it, because there is a guard in here somewhere. Yeah, this guy here. So this guard, if he spots you and he hits you, you can't interact with doors, so you can't escape. So eventually this guard's just going to kill you. Now, this guard is also quite interesting. He, the last time I checked, he can just walk off this edge and just go down there, and just like, you don't see him jump off. But yeah, only do this if you can escape. So, hold on, I'll see if he just disappears. See if he still does it or if they fixed it. Oh, it seems like they have fixed it. Oh, of course. Okay.
Take a breath and reconsider this.
So if I go invis, yeah, you should yeah, so you can get away, but you just have to make sure you have invisibility. Because the issue with guards is, like, if you get attacked while you're indoors, you can't use the doors. And the way guards work is, after X amount of time, they will just do like a crossbow attack, and you can't dodge it, you can't shield it, you can't heal through it, it just insta-kills you. So, yeah, it's not great. I'm just going to leave it at 9, because I don't want to go to another account just to do the other one. I'll do the Dark Brotherhood one now as well. Alright, so next up we've got the Kill 10 Citizens one. So, since it's with the Blade of Woe, I suggest, instead of doing, like, trying to do the same pickpocket thing, like people in random places, I suggest using an instance location that you can access as long as you have Dark Brotherhood. You need the Blade of Woe, you need Dark Brotherhood to have the Blade of Woe, you need Dark Brotherhood to have the Heist, the Black Sacrament, so you might as well use both, right? Because Black Sacrament is great for doing this one without having to worry about other people killing all the people that you want to kill. Reason for it is instance areas. Black Sacraments are instance, meaning nobody else can come in to do it with you. All the people inside will all spawn, ready to go, and nobody else can take them from you. Now, you need to do a couple of quests for the Dark Brotherhood to get access to this, but it doesn't take very long. Just understand you'll probably get a big bounty from this. But a lot of this shit here, you'll get a bounty from, most likely. So when you get to the point, you'll find the quest giver for starting the Dark Brotherhood in any Outlaws Refuge when you own Dark Brotherhood. You know, Devil's Watch Outlaws Refuge, Vocal Guard Outlaws Refuge here, for example. You can also find it here. You can also find her in the town of Anvil. I think she's around here somewhere. And it's the same thing. So you just kill an innocent person here, and then you just go through the quest, you unlock. As soon as you unlock the Blade of Woe, you can do it, but I suggest going a bit further to unlock Black Sacraments for that reason. Now, it is worth talking about Shadow Rider. It is kind of worth it doing the heist if you're not Dark Brotherhood 7 yet. Oh, sorry, the Black Sacrament, completing the whole thing. The rewards are pretty shit, except for XP for Dark Brotherhood. Level 7 in Dark Brotherhood gives you Shadow Rider, which, if I'm going to be honest, is one of the best passives in the game. Being able to reduce your aggression radius while mounted, basically not getting the attention of enemies when you're mounted as anywhere near as much. Like, you can basically run past enemies like right in front of them, and sometimes it won't get spotted. It's so bloody good. It's honestly one of the best passives in the game. This whole DLC, this is like the only thing I give a shit about. So, yeah, like not even the Blade of Woe, because I can just kill people with Vampirism. But Shadow Rider is so good. So yeah, I suggest doing Black Sacraments for that reason. So all you gotta do is blah 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 blah. Go through the dialogue. Alan, whatever his name is, will die. Go through the loading screen. Just open the door. So if you want to do the Black Sacrament in this one, you've got to kill 2 people. That sometimes you'll have to find like a heirloom. Oh yeah, you'll be able to find out the secondary objectives when you talk to Tyrannus. Obviously, you don't have to do what I did and just skip through it all if you want to know. But yeah, it's not super important for me. So there's people in here. You can use the Blade of Woe on them, and these count as innocent, which is great. Now, unfortunately, doing that doesn't count as pickpocketing, even though technically you are taking stuff from people. But yeah, can't use that, sadly. Now, these people here, the Vandari Wardens, they do not count as civilians, so you can kill them with vampirism, but like if you got behind them and spam the B button, yeah, it takes a bit of timing. You can also, yeah, so there we go, vampirism. But try to get them with the Blade of Woe is like super difficult. So you got another one. And yeah, just be aware, vampirism and Blade of Woe both are the same synergy key on, I don't know if it's the same on, I assume on console, but they use the same button. So if you're a vampire, just be careful not to do it from too far away, because the Blade of Woe is close, but vampirism starts with synergy from far back. So you want to come up close to do Blade of Woe. But that one takes priority, so should be fine. This guy over here. Kill him. Yeah, just avoid these guys here. There's no reason to go close to them. Now, you can go cloak here. And I think while in cloak you can... Oh no, never mind. Now, cloak has changed significantly. If you're not familiar with the patch that just came out recently. Cloak is now toggle, so... could be a bit different to what you're used to if you do this with one. Now, you don't have to just ignore these people, you can just kill them. And that's usually what I do. I don't like try and not be spotted here, I just don't think it's worth the effort. Yeah, I don't like to just do this slowly. You can if you want the extra rewards, and you get increased Dark Brotherhood XP for completing it without getting, usually without getting spotted. I think you get more. But yeah, for me, it's just not worth the effort. Oh, hello.
Let me be clear. Leave.
Oh, it's the target. According if they do. Alright, and we're done. So yeah, if you don't have like an area close by, or like access to a way shrine to a like smaller town that nobody's at, then my advice would just be like, do these two and just call it a day, unless you like Battlegrounds. These two can be painful together, usually. Okay, so obviously if you want to do the rest of the quest, you just kill this guy and then leave. If you did it like me, you probably won't get crazy rewards, but you will get Dark Brotherhood XP, which is the only thing that matters. So if you want to get out of here straight away, if you don't give a fuck about the quest, just abandon it, it'll take you straight out. And yeah, obviously you have to wait for your bounty to go away. If you do this just before you go to bed, by the time you wake up in the morning, your bounty will be far gone. So yeah, don't worry too much about that. Alright, any questions for me about any of this stuff, just let me know. But as always, thanks everyone for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.